Okay, let's be real. Every educator out there is talking about it. Artificial intelligence, it's knocking on the classroom door, and it's bringing some pretty big questions along with it. Is this thing a threat to the teaching profession, or is it going to be the most powerful co-pilot we've ever had? So let's dive in and really unpack what this all means for you and your classroom. All right, so take a look at this. This chart comes from some research by Anthropic. And wow, it's pretty eye-opening. See that huge blue spike right there? Yeah, that's us, education and library. It's showing that the potential, the theoretical capability of AI in our field, it's just massive. We're not talking about a small tweak here. This is a potential game changer, for real. So the big question is, what does all that power actually look like when you bring it into a real classroom?
Okay, so here's how we're going to break this down. First, we'll look at AI's potential in education. Then we'll get into the human element, which is so important. After that, we'll explore what the educator of tomorrow looks like, check out the new toolkit you'll have, and wrap up with how you can shape the future.
All right, first up, AI's potential in education. Let's really get a handle on what we mean when we say AI can assist in the classroom. So when you look at the research, AI is actually really good at the heavy lifting, things like creating content, planning lessons, helping with research, even generating feedback and analyzing data. Just think about the hours you spend on that stuff. AI can seriously streamline all of it. But of course, that incredible power leads to that one big looming question. If it can do all of that, am I going to be replaced? And that question brings us to what I think is the most important part of this whole conversation, the human element. So let's just tackle that fear head on. Let's talk about why AI is a partner, not a replacement.
Okay, so just look at this breakdown. On one side, you've got what AI is great at, those big, scalable tasks like creating content or analyzing data. But then look at the other side. That's where the teacher shines. We're talking about human mentorship, emotional intelligence, ethical guidance, things AI just can't do. The takeaway here is pretty clear, right? AI can handle the what, which frees you, the educator, up to focus on the who and the why. That's the real human work, the stuff that truly inspires. Here's a simple way to think about it. AI automates tasks. Teachers cultivate minds. That's it. The AI is your co-pilot, absolutely. It can handle the navigation, check all the systems, but you are the captain. You're the one charting the course and, most importantly, connecting with your passengers, your students. And that's never going to change. So if AI is the co-pilot, what does that mean for the captain? How does your role change? Well, that brings us to the educator of tomorrow. We're talking about a whole new definition of teaching in this AI-powered world. And here's the thing. Your role isn't shrinking, not at all. It's actually evolving into something way more dynamic. So first, you become a learning designer, crafting these amazing, unique learning paths for each student. Then, you're a mentor and facilitator, guiding them with real wisdom and empathy. And finally, you become a technology-enabled teacher, someone who knows exactly how to use these new tools to make an even bigger impact. Okay, so we've seen how the role itself is changing. Now let's get to the good stuff, the payoff. Let's talk about your new toolkit and the real tangible benefits you get when you start to embrace AI. This is where it all gets really exciting. With AI, you can actually personalize learning for every single one of your students. Think about it, adapting to their own pace, their own style. And imagine cutting way down on all those admin tasks, freeing up hours every week so you can get back to what you actually love to do, teach. Ultimately, this isn't just about being more efficient. It's about creating a classroom that's way more engaging and way more effective for your students. And that brings us to our final point. And honestly, it's the most important one, shaping the future. Because at the end of the day, it's you, the educator, who is at the very center of writing the next chapter of learning. I want you to really let this next part sink in, because it's the core message from all this research. The future of education will be shaped by teachers who know how to work with AI. See? It's not about the tech itself. It's about the skilled, passionate professional, that's you, who knows how to use it with purpose. So, you see, the real question isn't, is AI a threat or a co-pilot? We figured that out. It's a co-pilot. The real question is for you. Now that you have these incredible new tools, how are you going to use them to shape the future of learning?